What is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I'm one of your hosts around here, Sean the Right Way, and joining me, hopefully shortly, will be Brent from Brent's Bricks. And tonight, we're going to be talking about all those Halloween heaters. Yeah. We're going to talk about the ones that are available today. And I want to hear from you, the Girth Gang, on some legendary sets, monster fighters, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Some minifigs, whatever you guys want to get into. I feel like a season has officially started. They tried to push it into September, but that's complete BS. It's in October. October is spooky season. We're going to talk that, Death Star release, and much, much more because we are a couple of brickheads. Yeah. Do it. It is a couple of brickheads coming to you live as hell. This Thursday, October 2nd, the morning after death gave a lot of people life in the form of the Lego Star Wars UCS Death Star. Wanted to check in with the boys on what they're seeing, on what they're hearing. There's been sort of conflicting reports regarding sell-through as of last check. It was still on Lego.com, but I guess depending on your zip code where you live, we did hear some sellouts. Now the old argument stands, it's they only got 10 copies or they only got 20 copies. So sound off, Girth Gang, in the chat. Whether what your vibe is on sellout. Do you think it's select sellouts? Let me know what you guys are feeling out there. I feel like it was in some stores. Now keep in mind, if I'm going to be a negative Nancy here, the BTS set, where there were rumors of that selling out in a couple of places. But to me, the in-store is one thing, but it's like how many, those, I was thinking about this too, like there are little stock rooms back there. I don't know if you guys have had the pleasure to take a look back there, but I've peeped my little peepers back there, and they vary in size and scope. It's like, how are you going to slam 60 deathies back there? Because I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hard, especially if they're going to stock other stuff. So for me, probably the biggest indicator is going to be on Lego.com, because that's like open source. People who failed at the store can get it. People who don't want to deal with going to, like, if there's ever a set you want delivered, it's going to be that. Now, I was catching Brick Dynasty's stream last night. Shout out to Brick Dynasty Ken. And he brought up a great point. If you're wanting to best avoid a nice Dentovich in your box, you probably do want to go to the store. But yeah, I think that's a good indicator. And I also noticed, I don't know if anybody caught this. I probably mentioned it the other night on the Death Star stream. It seemed like it was a little weird that they had a limit 5 on there. And you guys can, again, let me know in the Girth Gang, in the chat ski. Have you guys seen this before on like a UCS set? I could have swore it was like 1 or 2. Or has it been 5 for a while and I've just been asleep at the wheel? And see, to me, if they're willing to sell 5, that's interesting, because I know a little something about e-com. I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. And that's a big fraud risk, 5 G's allowed on something like that. That's a big perch, so it'd be interesting to see what the feedback is on that. Let's see what everybody's saying. Moments, all the sellers on Whatnot bought all the copies to give away and sell the figs. Well, yeah, I mean, shout out again. I know not all of you love Whatnot, as you guys also know. I'm friendly with a lot of those dudes, and I think it's entertaining as hell, as long as you look for dealios and don't get caught up in the moment like a lot of dudes did last night. But yeah, no, a lot of those guys were buying multiples. Some sponsored, some with their own dough. And I look, man, it's it's a smart move. It's just like why Lega keeps prices high. I mean, I saw some crazy things last night. Figs going like figs that we had categorized here on the show, and I'm sure you guys categorized in a similar fashion, like Farm Boy Luke for 80 something, or you know what I mean? Like it was nuts. The top end figures, the uh Stormtrooper, he was like low, like 230. Galen was like 280. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there watching this, and like even the Stormies, because they are unique, they have new heads from what I understand. Those were going for like 30 each. I want to say I saw someone make like 27. This is before fees and all that, but like $2,700 or $2,400. Like when you chopped it all up, build onlys were going for like 5 or 6. It's just different over there. And so, I would say I think most of our audience is pretty sensible. We talk about prices and dealios around here. I would say if you're going to hit that up, I mean, don't go to any show that has thousands of people in there hoping to catch them slipping. It does happen, but like I can tell you, my experience over there is, you guys know I zig when others zag, and like I just go get like OT stuff on the cheap because from like an average seller on an average night with an average crowd, you can clean up pretty good there. But on stuff like that, it's hype. But yeah, whatnot. Unfortunately, though, to to circle back to your point, moments does not even put a dent into the stock potential they had. But I know you were kidding anyway. Poster update. All right, so for you guys wondering that, we had a moment the other night going through the stream, and decided to get the poster because I'm still on the fence about the Deathy. But I was like, the poster, even though it's funny, we were shredding it pretty hard. I was like, you know what though, it's 5,000 pieces. It's not crazy expensive. I don't want it one day and not have it. And so, it could be good trade potential for like Brick World, something like that. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to grab it. I don't see it going down. And that one I would say is more of an investment because of everything we were talking about. Not like investment like that, but like I said, like trade fodder or something. Like, I'm looking at my Star Wars collection of posters over here, and it'd be a nice addition. But I mean, that was a great point. Like, why on earth would you put that up if you have the Death Star at some point? It's like real thing poster, real thing. And my awesome my office is my work office is my Lego office. It's like for my real job. Yes, I have this shit in the background and people see it. It actually sparks conversation, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, so anyways, I was shredding this thing, and for those of you guys that missed it because it wasn't a Thursday show, rookie move, my fault, 100%. Did my transaction on screen. Somebody called it out, and my code was zapped by a viewer. And that just sucked, man, because I I we're out here doing this show for you guys, and like somebody decided to do that. I'm over it now, I promise, because we got it fixed. Number one, you know me, I'm gonna get it fixed. But I was like, man, that's just a shitty thing to do to anybody, let alone you would think somebody that you're supporting or whatever you want to call it, or hanging with or vibing with. It's just it didn't feel good in the moment. But thank you to you guys for all your kind words. Dan Flower actually DM'd, I believe, Tyler and offered up his code to me. So I mean, we had a fix in place real quick. But then like as we're live, you guys probably noticed I was quiet. I was hitting up a Lega customer service, and when people say they're world class, they absolutely are. I reached out to Michelle with 2 L's. I don't trust Michelle's with 1 L. Long story. And and she was able to set me straight, and they did say they would look into canceling the order of the other person. So that'll be interesting. So either way, mine's on the way. Very exciting. And thanks you guys for indulging in that story for those of you guys that are wondering. Bro, that's crazy. Brad, I was slipping. Again, I'm like, it's my fault, but then like 2 to tango, right? If I didn't set somebody up for the spike of doing something lousy, then it wouldn't have happened. You know, it's like you're putting bait out there and telling a fish not to eat. You know what I mean? So I get it. Thank you, Moonraker. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Who's the offender? I don't even think they'd ever ID him. And I don't even know that I asked. First of all, they're not going to give me that. I think I was talking a lot of smack at the time. That's a privacy situation. You know, if Lego gave me the customer's name, like that could be potential lawsuit, even for the dude who stole the code. You know what I mean? So you can't give away data like that. But I just said, you know, that ultimately I was like, I don't care who did it, but you need to cancel the order. You know, I've reported it stolen. I watch people on podcasts always telling each other not to dox themselves. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. You're trying to multitask, you know, and I'm not often. I am at the controls of this thing, and you get in the moment, and I'm, you know, talking to you guys, pulling up your comments, pulling up topics, pulling up websites, pulling up supers, checking down at my text to see if anything's popping there, and so things happen. Hey, at least it wasn't like a flat out credit card or Ryan. Shout out to Ryan, had his whole ass VIP account stolen, or a lot of it. I mean, that's yeah, that's a lot. But we have got a lot of you boys here in the chat, and we're gonna, you know, on the special edition shows, like we ran on Tuesday, we didn't really get into Girth Gang, but we're gonna go ahead and do that and welcome the boys. Just need to find the track here, and yeah, Girth Gang. Girth. All right, the new first comment heavyweight champion, Bearded Brickman. He might have won last week, but it looks like he won this week. Lego Timmy, always in the top 3 here. Good to see you, bud. Brandon Smith is here. Nice little Halloween nursery rhyme. Papa Rex, Channel Membo in the building. Of course, we got Nosenheimer ready to hang out. Liam is here. Liam is a great dude, always saying kind words, big supporter of the Chan. We appreciate that. Floored. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Papa Trip. It's ACOB night in America. Looks like Brennan and Sean are scaring up a trick-or-treat spesh for the Girth Gang. I love seeing you guys using the abbreviations. I'm seeing it more and more. I love it. Shreddy is here. Good to see you. Shreddy is here. Todd, channel member in the building. We got Get Cooped, the hottest news and rumor man in the game. Torso Cracker is here. Lightning Lord 22. How you doing? Tyler from Life Bricks. He was not first, but yeah, he tried. He put in an effort. I appreciate you, Tyler. Charlie Bracebridge. Good to see you, bud. Channel member. Thursday Night Delight. Spooky Season Talk. You absolutely got it. Halloween sets are the best Lego theme after all. Shout out to the creator, Stud Lake. And of course, we've got AJ Bits is in the building. Let's get spooky, boys. Cool Han Luke, channel member. Guys, if you're not subbed to Cool Han Luke, go check him out each and every Sunday. Hangs with a lot of the boys. I know a lot of you guys are over there anyway, but go give him a whirl if you would. What's up, people? Have a spectacular show, everybody. Appreciate you. Lightning Lord, channel member. Wish Lego would do a yearly Halloween village set. Smoky Smokes is here. We've got Hoarder 66. Moments celebrating a massive 28-month membership. Moments, are you second behind Oldendorf? Is that what this is reference to? He's not first, but he'll take the 28 months. He's got to be up there. He's certainly top 3. And let's see. Tiger Builds is here. Channel member for the Thursday Night Delight. What is up, boys? All right, we got some supers in here. We'll definitely get to those. Let me see if there's anybody down here. If I didn't get to you, there's Paul, channel member. Good to see you. And if I didn't get to you, you know the rules. Heater comment, pull it up. And look, the longer I roll solo, Sean Solo. It's a Sean Solo edition. And there it is. Cooped is there. Sean Solo. Yeah, I think I've told you guys this. That was my like handle forever and ever. That was my handle online. Like it was my first. I'm old. Remember this? It was my first Yahoo email address. Was Sean Solo. I thought I was clever. Coming up with that name. And I only switched to this because somebody called me this and I thought it was funny. So I did it. It's a Sean Solo special. So Brent's got some stuff going on and he'll be on, as soon as possible. If not, maybe I'll throw a Vine out to one of the boys and see if you guys want to hang. All good. I'm always honest to a fault with you guys. And this is something I want to get better at and more comfortable with. Doing some solo stuff. I am not comfortable. I'm getting more. I've done it probably whatever you guys know, maybe 10 times ever, maybe been put in a spot. And it's not my favorite. I prefer to bounce things off of people, but I have you guys there and it makes me feel a lot better. But the only way to get better is to grind through and learn and improve. So hopefully we do. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job to keep you guys engaged and entertained tonight. Brent's on Brixie's stream, he told me. Oh, okay, he's over on Brixie's tonight. All right, well, that's cool. Brent got his free Death Star and dipped. Yeah, we were joking in the pregame, was like, has the Death Star changed Brent? Is he changed? He's out? There's Dan Flower, guys. Dubs in the chat for Dan Flower. He gave us an amazing room tour. Out of the kindness of his heart, offered to make me whole on the poster debacle. Dubs in the chat for Dan Flower. Legend, dude. Thank you for that. That was a lot of fun. The room tour, the whole nine. That was good, man. Thank you. And sorry for not recognizing that you were on before, but I think that was like a year ago, and my brain is mush a lot of the time. Squadron. Superman is in the building. Good to see you, Squadron, as always. Hanging with the boys. And we're going to get into super chat, and then I have a news story. You guys might have caught it. We don't do news stories. This is like a mainstream normie story tied into Lego that I wanted to share with you guys. Then we can get into some news and rumors and leaks and all that fun stuff, and then we'll start talking about that Halloween. Yeah. But let's get into some supers. Yeah. We have got Camber Bricks with the 5-piece saying, what up, boys? We need a Christmas super, but I'll take a GWP in the meantime. And yeah, guys, that GWP, it's I think I didn't look today, but it was high hundreds. It was high hundreds. I think the low I saw one go for on like sold was like 140. So I have no problem seeing it get to 300. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Like, where is it going to go? Are we going to get a dip? And then what do you think the long range is? But I know everybody doesn't like it, and I get all that, but you guys know how collectors go, man. That's how it goes. So this goes out to Camber with the 5-piece for a little G-dub. Yeah.
It's May the 4th. I want those Star Wars sets. I want more sets than Django has fed. Oh, please put a GWP deep inside of me. Oh, please put a GWP
deep inside of me. There you go. Yeah. Shout out to Camber Bricks on that. Riley, you asked for the same thing. Brilliant minds, but we just ran that one, and I think that's what we have in for right now. Yeah. G-dub. Everybody's completionist, all that stuff. So yeah, let me get into a little bit of a news story for you guys, man. All right, this caught my eye. I mean, look, we all knew it was going to happen, okay? But the Game Boy has already been modded. I think we all figured this was, I mean, certainly my brain went there immediately. But you know, again, shout out to somebody who did it. But did I say a guy or did I say somebody? Because it turns out in Australia, shout out to Bearded, a gal named Natalie the Nerd, the self-taught circuit board designer and Game Boy modder, who's been featured before. Yada yada yada. Look, here's the thing. Here it is. There's the Game Boy modded. That's rad. And we can read on and see if, you know, I'm sure the functionality all works, the buttons, all that stuff. To me, like, we always knew they could line a screen up and do that, but I think that's sick, you know, if you can get the cartridge going and all that. But I don't know, guys, thoughts on the, oh, here you go. Here's a little more deets. You know, look, I just sell this kind of stuff. I have no idea how it actually works, but wow, that thing's fried right on there. Yeah. Oh, that's a cartridge. Okay. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's Pokes right there. Yeah, see? I didn't know it was a Pokes cartridge. You guys know I'm not a huge Pokes guy. I should have known that. What was the first one? Was it red and blue and yellow? What was the order of those? I forget. Was yellow first? I think yellow was first. Let me know, guys. But yeah, modded Game Boy. I don't know. What would you pay for one of those? A functioning Lega Game Boy? I think that'd be pretty sick. But then again, it's like, you know, I have the real one somewhere. And then it's like you just have the Lego one. And then one's for one and one's for the other. But still, that's pretty sick. This is a pretty good example. Oh, she put her own name in there. That's cool. Anyway, I don't know. I saw that. I figured I'd share with the boys. Share that out. Brent just heard a Pokemon disturbance in the force. Yeah. All right. What was it? It was red, blue, green in Japan, and then yellow the year after. Man, if I was on some kind of like game show right now, I would have definitely lost because I would have thought it was yellow. I don't know why. What was the first Game Boy colored game? Was there a Donkey Kong that was before that? Like, what was the first factual colored Game Boy cart? Does anybody know? Curious about that. You look like Matt from TOT's dad. I am Matt's dad. Spoiler. I don't know if anybody knew that, but was a wild man in the youth. And but let's keep that on the DL. We don't need that. Mayo, I'm from the Game Boy generation. I know nothing, or from the Wii generation. I know nothing about the Game Boy. Yeah. All right. Let me, all right. So I wanted to ask you guys here. So as far as if we're talking Death Star aside, I think we're all a little Death Starred out. What are you boys seeing out there as far as trends out there? Is anything selling out? Is it all kind of dust? What are you guys seeing? You know, just anecdotally is fine. Like, is Gizmo doing well? Game Boy. This is a good question on the Game Boy. My Walmart got, I mean, look, I think they're flush with stock on Game Boys. I think they think that's going to be a big Christmas seller. And I agree. It's at a really good price point for that. Are we seeing Game Boys? Okay, so Gingy went on back order. We need to check that. That's a good example. Now that's a Lego store exclusive, but what are you guys seeing out there? Anything selling out in your purview? Let me see. Gingerbread. Yeah. All right, so it is on back order. That's interesting. But is it? I mean, I don't know. You put out a reasonably priced seasonal holiday set, and its competition in the theme is $1,000, and you kind of want like a little snack. You know, this is the prime example of a Halo product dragging somebody in. You know, it's like, I just want to go see the Death Star, but I got to get something. For some people, for others, a lot of you guys, and we've heard you guys saying it, you just wanted this period. Now that it's out, are you guys still feeling like it was weird? There was like this big rush to get the Christmas X-Wang because of this, and it's like they're both Christmas sets, but like to me, I don't know, man. I think that, and not because of price. I know we're all guilty of that. I think that the X-Wing's in a whole nother class compared to this. Like the details or what I'll have mine soon enough. I'm not gonna build it though until we get past spooky. I don't like jumping the seasons here. Which in hindsight, low calorie AT-AT. All right, we got 101 of you out there in the Girth gang and only 35 likes. I mean, come on, guys. I'm rolling it Sean Solo here, you know. All right, we've got some smashers out there. We got Karma's loving backhand. Smashed it. Did you guys get the let me know, did you guys get the AT-AT, or wasn't the first color Game Boy was Game Boy Purple? I think that on the console, like possibly like the Atomic Purple. I'm talking like the cartridges. Like what was the first one? All right, let's see. Karma's loving backhands. The granny snapping up the Christmas train on the first. Okay. X-Wing was based on the best model Legos produced. AT-AT is one of the worst versions they've built. All right, there you go. Stud Lake holding nothing back. I mean, he came into that Death Star stream like a hurricane, just ripping things. Really changed the temperature in there. And then it ended up getting a little battle. He's right. It was too much of a love fest. It wasn't probably as interesting as it could have been. Louis, I don't like skipping seasons. I'll buy next month. Yeah, I agree. The Vades is clutch. I mean, like we all need the Vades. Fabu, Yellow Donkey Kong Land was before Pokemon. I think so too. Moonraker, gonna grab that before Christmas. New or used, Raker? I'm wondering what they're going for now, man. What did Papa Trip get his for? It was like what are they going for? They're like 1,300. I haven't looked lately. Have they gone up even more? Because it's funny because everybody says it was driving it up. It's like I thought it had been 1,300 for a while. Did it dip and then go back up? I'm not sure. And this brings up, thank you, Maul, for doing this. As we're doing a Halloween episode, let me take this down for a second. This is a tremendous topic, and I did have it on the list. I did have it on the list for you boys tonight. What would you guys like to see for Halloween Star Wars, man? Like, you can go out there, but like, I'm kind of looking for like, I don't want to put rails on it, but like, let's be realistic as we can, knowing what we know about them. What do you think they would actually do, and what would that look like? I'm curious to see what you guys would say on that. Pose X-Wing, that makes sense. A spooky Jabba's palace. I like it. I feel like we just got, the Boba Fett palace, but I mean, again, when I give you the feedback, I'm not shitting on the idea. I'm just trying to think like, what would they realistically put out? My thought would be they would do something obvious where they would just flip a thing into a Halloween thing. So like, what would lend itself best to orange or a pumpkin or a witch, or you know what I mean? Like mainstream sort of stuff. What would you guys see? Haunted Vader's Castle. I think that could work. It's been a minute. Of course, the last one sat for a while. Haunted Wampa Cave. So we're all wanting like, I like this. Death Star. Let's see. Just a straight up micro scale. Thrawn. Zombie Troopers. All right. So that's some set ideas. What would you guys like to see as far as what kind of figs? I mean, obviously, any kind of Vader, right? That's going to be like number one on the list. But what would you do with him? What would you do to Vader? I mean, he's pretty badass looking already. Here we go. The first Game Boy cartridge in color was Tetris DX and Wario Land 2. Okay. I did not know that. Haunty Vades. Okay. There you go. Force Ghost anyone. That would make a lot of sense. So we'll go Force Ghost anyone. Night Sisters. Trick or Treat Stormies. I think it would be cool to put like Halloween costumes of the Stormies. You know what I mean? Like holding a bag, and you can tell it's obviously a kid underneath. You know what I mean? Just like have a chest plate, but then he's got like regular arms or something. That would be interesting. Ooh, 2 fade Halloween Vader, one side zombie or normal. That could be cool. Helmet hole clones would be another pick. Skeleton clones would be cool. That's, you know what, CPA's got a good point. The zombie Dark Troopers battle pack is the Halloween set. Yes, I think it is. Spooky Ewok Village. Man, we need another full assed Ewok Village before we get to that. But that I'd take it. Don't get me wrong. Any of this stuff I'd take. I haven't seen like a truly awful idea. Vampire Vades, Chewbacca in a Han Solo costume. There's a figure line out there. You guys might know this, but this costume idea, I saw this other brand doing it. Let me see if I can find it. So I can give you guys like the vision of what I'm saying. Because some of these things, I'll be honest with you, man, they're legitimately terrifying, quite frankly. But I think this could play. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Here it is. Like, it's pretty wild. There it is. It's called like Ben Cooper, which that's awesome because Ben Cooper made a lot of those. I'm dating myself, but this is costumes back in the day. I'm sure they still like you guys are old enough to have worn shit like this with the rubber band on the back of your head and all that, but like this could be like a really interesting way to take it. You know what I mean? Where you can tell it's like it's a little bit baggy and I don't know. I think this would be fun. And you can see like the actual head poking out. The molds would be crazy, or you could just put it on with a little strap or whatever there. But I think that would be pretty sick. Just like people dressed as Star Wars. Some of these are out there, bro. It's pretty wild. What do we have here? Is that the Terrifier guy? Wow. They're getting out there. Look at that. Anyways, these are scarier than what they do, but that's kind of what I was saying. Oh, am I not even showing the screen? Did you guys see any of that or no? Did I? Was I screen sharing? Was I screen sharing? Sorry, guys. Nope. Okay. Sorry. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Like, this is a crazy example, but look at this, dude. Like little costumes. Sorry, I'm sitting there talking about it, and but see, you can see like they're, like the heads poking out or whatever. These ones are all licensed, Chainsaw Massacre, Terrifier, Pennywise. You got there. But these are like, I don't know. I just think this concept, if Lego was to kind of politely borrow it, here's superheroes version. I think these are heaters anyway. By the way, I've resisted temptation. I was gonna like pick just one up, because I don't know, man. It very much reminds me of OG costumes. Those big plastic sweaty ass suits. Damn it didn't change. Hold on a second. All right, let me here, let me show you the superheroes. They're pretty cool. No, that's not it. There it is. Look at the superheroes one. I mean, at least some of you guys had sorry ass costumes like this, right? I don't know. I think they're sick. They got like their regular ass tennis shoes sticking out the bottom, and I don't know. Just for a Halloween line to throw on a costume like that, a Joker would be cool. Yeah, strap around the back. I saw these, and it's like, I don't want to pick up another hobby, so I've abstained. But I've seen these around, and I think they're kind of heat. They have them at Target, by the way, if you want to scratch a little itch and get one. The OG ones were sick. They started with just like Frankenstein and or the monster, and what was it, OG Dracula, like that kind of stuff. They started with that. But anyway, yeah, Batgirl's frame. Oh geez. My costumes weren't even that good. I hate being 20 minutes behind on the stream. New Mon Mothma. Yeah, we do. That's overdue. I think we're gonna get one soon. We should. I mean, after that dancing performance in Andor season 2, there's no doubt in my mind we should get one of those. All right, let's get on to Lego.com. Yeah, have you boys picked up anything in the Halloween realm this year? I know there's been a lot of competition. We'll start here. Tyler was a big fan of this set. Let me pull this up. Here's the Jack-o'-lantern pickup truck. Has anybody grabbed this thing? I like it. I got it for my son. Actually, yeah, this helped me hit the G-dub. Let me pull it up. Let me get a little bigger. I kind of, that's what I ended up doing on the first, is I just grabbed some Halloween stuff. If you guys grab this, and what's the low on this? I've seen my wife expressed interest in this, so I'm gonna have to grab it. That's cool. You know, when that happens, you embrace that kind of thing. Definitely, more for the kids. Of course, those figs will end up missing either by me or by them. But is this 60, 70 out at Costco or wherever? Costco for 60 something. Yeah, Mac Builds, that last set does have G-Dub vibes. There's certain sets out there, and they're usually like Lego store exclusives where you're looking at it and you're like, this could have been, or maybe it was a G-Dub. Costco for 60 something. Yeah. Now I have to wait until AT-ATs come off back order to get the second one I paid for. Oh, so wait, so did you order 2 on one order and one was in stock and one? Sorry, Friday night. Can you clarify a little bit what you meant? Not sure what that means. Wait till the 7th to see what deals come from Amazon, Target, and Walmart for sure. Yeah. That's funny. Solid Bricks just posted just now on the Gingy 3-week back order. Was it show? I don't remember it saying that, but he's saying it's now on a 3-week back order, more popular than he thought. Wow. It's sold out. Halloween House. Okay. Well, I've only seen it for we have a Sam's. I don't go very often. Or Costco, whatever. They're kind of far. But yeah, I mean, my Targs has had it. Target deals start Sunday. Yeah, that's a good point. Guys, we're getting into deal season as well. You've got Fall Prime Day coming up, and all the counter programming that's happening out there. So yeah, if there's something you had your eye on, I don't know that any of this like super new stuff is going to go that deep, but we've caught them slipping before if they overproduced and first couple of months sales aren't going well. This I can't see doing ultra poorly. So I would just say probably the Costco Sam's your best deal. But I like this, man. I mean, like, look, it's not microfighters, obviously. What is that thing nowadays? 500, whatever. I was never buying that to begin with, but this kind of scratches the itch. You got the sand green. You got you got good representation on some OG monsters. Family friends of ours built the train, and it doesn't look bad. I'd still prefer the house. But the train's not bad, especially in person. It actually looks a little better. Sometimes the images don't favor it, but we have the Halloween spooky season set. Yeah. Fritz bought 10K Gingy sets for whatnot. Is that what happened? Lake saying Monster Fighter Haunted House is a top 10 all-time set. Yeah. And then he didn't buy one for himself. That's the thing. Yeah. He ended up selling his mustache last night. Things got weird in there last night. So wait, when are we getting the holiday box of boys? Good question. Stay tuned. Let's see. Let me get this banner off here. All right. So yeah, man, it's fine, right? I mean, it's good. It's not outrageous. It's probably $20 overpriced or whatever, like everything else is. I'm not offended by it. I think it's cool. It's a welcome dish. I think most people wouldn't mind. You guys tell me I'm wrong. You wouldn't mind spending around a hunch on like a holiday or a Christmas set every year. I mean, in fact, they know that, right? That's why the holiday village was in and around that. So I just think when they get wild, All right. So was this last year or the year before? I don't remember. But is it a Halloween set? Is it a Christmas set? Is it both? Does it matter? Where you guys at on this one? I think the low I've seen on Nightmare is so like 160, 150 somewhere at some point. You would have thought, with me loving Disney and everything, that I would have copped immediately, but I got to tell you, I saw it in person, and it's a little bit thin, and I typically don't like this. I like a big, strong, all-in-one sort of build, and this is like clustered in little subsections, and it just seems like I see this and I'm like, man, I don't know. It's like realistically, I would just put the little moon scene here and the figs. I don't know. I don't like how disjointed it is. I don't. Does it clip together? I haven't even looked, but it just looks. Even though it's supposed to be like, it feels a little disjointed to me, though. It's definitely, before it goes, we'll definitely get there's some heater figures in there. The mayor is epic, and you got the kids here, Santa. Like it's good enough, but it's like I don't know. I would have rather just had one giant, but then it would have been interesting. I don't know how to fix this. Another $50 somewhere. What's the answer? Morning Ultra, how are you? It does clip together. Okay. Yeah, see, there you go. I have the set. I've only built them. See, Jake. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I would do that, get the figs. Even though, I mean, I like the other builds. I think they're really cool. I don't know, man. It doesn't feel cohesive. And then you wouldn't want to spread them out, right? Movie scared me as a kid. Give me the moon on the left. Is that what Gene built yesterday? Okay. Yeah, I popped into that. Good set. Don't see a way to fix it. It should have been 160. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Burton. And then we need to look at this Wednesday stuff. We got any Wednesday people out there? I'll do it if you want me to, but I don't. I'm going to skip it. If you guys demand that I look at the Wednesday stuff. I haven't seen the show. I would probably think it's halfway decent. My daughter wants to see it, but she's a little young yet, so I have no connection. This thing, by the way, is available at Targs. It has a simple but effective little play feature. It's a little barn. Whatever, you open the window, you got the crazy eye, a little $15. This is a nice little thing to give to kiddo, little cousin comes by, whatever. Like, it's fine, it's. I don't think it deserves more than a few seconds, but it's worth pulling up. All right, let's talk about this wreath, man. There's a lot of you guys that hate this thing. What's so offending? What's so offensive about it? Are you going to do the thing where it's like, why does Halloween have a wreath? Are you kidding me? Is that the biggest offense? Because I can tell you as a parent, it's the 97 times we celebrate Halloween in the month of October is the biggest offense of what's happening right now. Dude, my kids have multiple costumes. See, Lake hates it. My kids have multiple costumes, and they're not crazy. Okay, it's like the $20 costume. It's nothing like whatever. But the point is, like, I don't know about you guys, but it's like when I was a kid, you got one costume. If you got two wears out of it, dude, you were balling. It's like I don't remember I feel like you could wear them to school. I don't remember. Like, did we? Maybe when you were little, you did. Not a fan of this. Lake hates it. Yeah, Lake kind of hates everything right now. What do you like, Lake? Do you like things? What do you but I don't know. This is the biggest offense to a lot of people. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's fine. Do I want it? No. But like, mean, look at it. It's fine. I don't know. Dude, I'm not this big interior designer, decor master. Now, I have heard people are doing like Halloween trees and stuff. And if that's kind of if that's the lane you guys are talking about. Um, all right, here we go. I wore costumes throughout all my grade school years. Okay. Elementary. I feel like for me at my age, it was elementary. And I don't know if it's because it wasn't allowed or there comes a certain point where you think you're trying to be cool and you know, like that's for kids. And it's like, I feel like by middle school that was all over. Certainly. Like I don't think I was wearing costumes or anything 6th, 7th grade, but maybe I don't know. I could ask my mom. I'm not sure. Legoland has a Halloween tree. I'd be curious to see what Hive has. Is Hive out there? He's a, you know, he'll tell you that he doesn't like them. Wow. Wow. All right, Jake. Jake throwing a 103-mile-an-hour fastball right up the pipe at Stud Lake, saying, you know, he's got his takes are more whack than Tyler's. Has Tyler lost the title to Stud Lake? I'll say this: at least Stud Lake, Cody rationalizes his takes and he backs them up with facts in his mind at the very least. You know, Tyler will say like, I don't like a movie because I didn't watch it. You know what I mean? And whereas Lake is like, you know, he'll back it up and like, you know, rip a set completely in half. And so for that reason, I kind of got to say I respect Lake's takes more, and he means it too. Halftime, I don't know if Tyler actually means it. I've never seen Lake troll for trolling's sake that much, if at all, if that makes sense. Tyler bases his takes on nostalgia. I think we all do, Floyd, to an extent. I think we all do. Because it's like there's no way on earth that I'm ever going to love prequel stuff more than OT. It's just, it can't be, what's done is done. It can't be undone. No matter what. It's not going to happen. Just like no one's going to convince me that what they did to Luke in Last Jedi was a good idea. That's just impossible. That's table stakes. That's out. You getting the Death Star TBD, Damien. I don't know, man. It's really tough to justify. I have a good amount of points towards it, but we got Christmas coming up and like other stuff. My backlog is insane. Shy just basically, you know, demanded, and he's right, that I finally build the sail barge, and I've really been wanting to. We've been back in our house. Geez, it's almost been a year now after everything that happened, you know, in 2024. Yeah, 2024. And so, I mean, just so you guys know, I mean, I fully intended on getting that and building it. But that night when he gave me the sail barge, that's when, you know, that hurricane happened. It was crazy. So that was like the last thing on my mind for a long time, even though it was like the coolest thing to have happen, to make me feel a little bit better. But even that couldn't do it. I'll be honest with you. Building it right now, it's fire. You talking about the sail barge? Yeah. All right. I've noticed the effect, by the way, that I will shout out the Death Star for one thing. I'm hearing a lot of folks. It's fun. I've told you guys this time and time again. Why is this a good question? Is this considered a Halloween set? I think it could be, right? It could be. But what I was going to say is, you guys have noticed there's been like a sail barge. The sail barge has bumped up in the rankings. Have you guys noticed that with the Death Star reveal and all that? People are like, you know something, actually, Death Star is not bad, or the sail barge. Actually, you know, maybe we're a little harsh on it. I'm just saying. I know I'm an apologist for the set, but I think it's getting that little bump. It's getting that prequel bump. You know what I mean? Where things are so bad, it makes other things look better. So, yeah. Look, if you want to spin this for Halloween, now this thing's sold out, right? Or we're back ordered. Oh, 60. Damn. Are you guys seeing this one in stores? And congrats to whoever got this, man. if I was into, I like, this is one of those ones where I've seen most or all of them and I like them, and I definitely want to go back. I don't have a problem rewatching this. I think I fall asleep in most of them, if I'm honest, but the first one I definitely remember and liked. But it's like, I'm kind of glad I'm not into it, because that's another 3 AIDS. Like, I don't know. You could get away with this being a Halloween set if you're trying to hide your Lego addiction, I suppose. All right. Here we go. Gizmo and the Gremlins. This is one of those like mass-produced Game Boy level, it's on shelves everywhere sets. Now I know for most of you are there any, this is the best way to put it, are any of you the young girth game, the boys, the young boys out there, are any of you guys into Gremlins, or is this purely an old man sport at this point? I'm hoping some of you had respectable parents, dads in particular, I'd probably say. Because I don't remember my mom or anybody. Yeah, this is like me and my brother and like buddies watching Gremlins and thinking it was tremendous. And my dad did take me to it. Are there any young bucks out there that are into Gremlins and like see value in this thing or no? This is for the OTMFers. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Boomer said, I fear. Yep. Why is furry Yoda? See, like, I figured Sean would be a big Gremlins guy. I am a big Gremlins guy. So yeah, this is definitely in my wheelhouse. I like it a lot. Boomer said, but movie's good. I would say this. I like the set on the fence. I do have a killer 3D comic collection. Okay. Well, I mean, you could just source that, dude. Don't buy it for those glasses. My dad was a Star Wars man. As a 24-year-old, I don't know anyone into Gremlins. So I'm going to challenge you guys. Take my word for it. Take my word for it. Go watch Gremlins. It's a heater. Gremlins would be in Tyler's type 3 if you watch movies older than himself. Absolutely. There is a reason that stuff like this comes out. And it's not because it was this horrible niche movie. This thing was massive. Gremlins. I want to challenge you guys to watch that. I'll watch some shit I wouldn't think I would watch for you guys. Let's do an exchange program here. I want you guys to watch Gremlins. It is awesome. It's an awesome movie if you haven't seen it. It's funny, it's scary, it ties into holidays. It's tremendous. And the second one is like one of the craziest movies of all time. Gremlins, dude. Give it a whirl. It's my like one of my highest recommendations to check it out. It's a fine Christmas film. It's wholesome. As far as the build goes, yeah, Matt, you got a point. He's saying this is better as far as accuracy to every buildable Star Wars character. Is he saying ever? Well, he's saying, but most of them are hot trash. I don't do spooky, so I'll probably have to pass. No, this is like light spooky. And I think that's the problem with Gremlins is like, because when you're asking me to describe it, it's like it's a kids movie, but like 80s kids movies were different, dude. 80s kids movies hit hard. Like they weren't afraid to have blood or even a tit in a kids movie back then. You know what I mean? Like you watch a kids movie and you're like, oh look, there's boobs. What's going on? But no, like this is like, let me tell you who's behind this. I'm gonna sell you guys on Gremlins. I'm telling you, man. I would not go when I go hard on something. It's because I'm wanting to share it with you guys. I feel bad that you guys didn't watch it. So Gremlins was this was it a Spielberg? I know Joe Dante was a director, but did he produce? Let me see. I don't know if Spielberg was involved in this. Anyway, but there's two of them. It's a real simple setup, real simple premise. It's one of those things you guys have probably always heard about and seen the peripheral and you're aware of. And so for me, my curiosity is like, if something was that big, I got to see why. I owe it to myself to see why. And so anyways, I would encourage you guys to check it out. But the basic premise is this businessman, he's on the road all the time. He brings this cute, cuddly little creature home in his travels from Europe, or from Asia. He brings this little gizmo home from Asia, and then just chaos ensues. So I could probably do a better job of selling this movie, but like, dude, just hear me out. Freaking watch this thing, man. It's so good. So good. I already showed it to my daughter, and she's on the edge of it being too scary, but she loves it. So it's not like, you know, I don't even know if there's cussing or anything. I do feel like there's a little bit of blood though. So I would advise against showing it to like a super young kid. All right. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking at that. Sanderson. So look, even if you're not into, and again, we're starting to delve into stuff. I know some of this stuff's already been out, but again, we're looking at stuff that's on shelves right now. I mean, for those of you guys that are into the Modge, I mean, this is a nice little spooky house build you could definitely throw in your city. I'm curious to see what the take rate is on people that just wanted, like, you know, a little extra house in their city or something, and they're tossing the figs because they don't care about the IP. Retiring this year. It's blood and goo. Yeah, that's a good point, Papa Rex. It's more goo. Yeah, it's like goo and slime and Gremlins. Guys, go watch Gremlins. Holy cow. I just realized probably 75% of you haven't seen it. It's so good. Like, seriously. It's like one of those movies that everyone DVDs, Blu-rays in your world, everybody had a copy of Gremlins when I was, like, you know, growing up. So all right. Sanderson Sisters, Hocus Pocus House. Look, my wife wants this one, but not enough when she saw the price tag. She's like, I like them and all, and yes, it'd be cool to set up, and I'm just like, this comes down to one of those things where there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think this is an absolute heater set. I'm not the biggest fan of the movie. We do watch it every year. It's fine. But I mean, the figs are heaters for the most part, especially where they need to be. I think the build's great. I think, again, even if you don't care about the spooky aspect of it, like, this is just a nice little cottage that you can throw into. Dude, this could work in Castle, I think, maybe. Yeah, this could probably work in Castle. I don't know. But I'm wondering what the figs go for on this, because, and by the way, this thing is $180 something on Amazon. If you guys are interested, it's like $180. Dude, I'm wondering if you definitely get 80 on those figs. I would think the witches have got to go for $20 a piece. If anybody's bored out of their minds, could somebody look up? It's kind of hard. I'm multitasking. I have nobody here. No coast. What poll would you like me to do, CPA? I'd like to know what these Sanderson sisters go for. You could turn this into a tavern for sure. Yeah. Flintstones. Yo mama. Oh, Flintstone Lake. I always get confused by this name. It always takes me a second. Bill looks, you think it's a little Maki Balboa? You think so? I don't know. I mean, I could tell you where it falls apart for me. But see, it's like supposed to be all, you know what I mean? Like, it's not supposed to be clean. Like, up here's a little rough. I guess that is a problem I have. Like, it's like, okay, so the roof's got some damage, right? Some battle damage. Some life damage. Where's the damage in the rest of it? It's like, let me scatter some damage on the roof and then nowhere else. I think that's a little bit problematic, which, again, in real life, I'm sure most people's roofs look more ass than the facades of their. Okay, there's some right there in the front, a little more battle damage. Okay. You know, there's some problems up here. Anyway, I don't know. This is one of those ones where it was like, dude, 179 to start, down to like a 130, 140 really would have helped. I think putting it out there at 220 or 230 was so much competition, dude. It's just, I don't know. Maki Balboa is what, dude. Maki Balboa. That's right. Oh, the spell book with the eye. Oh, Gremlins, who hasn't? Is there any? Am I the only one that can start a poll? Can any mods do it or no? All right, give me a second. I'll do it. I'm always in a rush. I need to be more like CPA, where he's just like chill. He's chill on the stream. I'm always thinking I don't have time, and I don't want to. All right, let's see. All right, let me turn this down. Yeah, let's get a poll going, because I am curious what % of the boys watching currently has seen. Oh, there we go. There we go. Start a poll. Seen Gremlins? All right, and in the comments right now, I want you guys to put predictions. Give me a percent finish, like whatever, 65 yes, whatever you think. I'm curious what you guys. I want your predictions on what the totals will be. I'm gonna say 50-50. But I'm hoping for a 60-40 that they have. Let's see. Because again, there's a lot of guys, some of you guys comment, but then other guys just kind of lurk and they don't really comment. And it's a lot easier for people to 30% yes, 70% no. Okay, 10% yes. Bearded's in for 50, 60. All right. So I'm going to go 50-50 optimistic, stretch goal 60%. 42% Lake's going. All right. 66. That's a nice chicken saying. All right. About Hocus Pocus. You know what's sad is more of you have seen Hocus Pocus than Gremlins. Damn it. Dude, go watch Gremlins, please. I'm telling you. Thing is, though, it's like it's a Christmas movie, sorta. It's kind of like it's more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard. I've seen that argument. It's definitely more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard. And I hate that argument because I'm like, I mean, Die Hard's like during Christmas and there's a Christmas party and they play a couple songs, but man, it ain't Christmas movie. Okay, I might have zipped by some stuff. Question for everybody: is this design this zombie right? Is this a new additive to the? I know this is just a coffee mug, whatever, but is this new this year? I can't remember. It was released in the summer, so yes, it's new for this holiday season. Okay, so I probably my least favorite one, honestly, of the of this whatever these buildable head, these storage bucket things. I don't know, but I mean, whatever. I'm glad they added another one. And by the way, if you guys are looking for some of these storage heads, is it Marshalls? Yeah, Marshalls, dude. They have them for like 50-60% off, and they've had them for years. And I have tried every year to find them for that, and I finally rolled up on them this year. And so, but they only had the pumpkin and the skeleton. This one I like. This one's cool. And I think the small ones are plenty big, man. If you get those big ones, you start like, unless you have some place to store those things, they take up a lot of space. For me, they're just going in our Halloween bucket and then off to storage, Snowman coming soon. Nobody wants a happy zombie. Is that the problem? Yeah. Can we get a Sports Center update on the game, by the way? TJ Maxx. Yeah, I think they're the same company, right? So storage heads seem kind of pointless to me. Big ones, yes. Okay, so Karmas, I have a thought on this. I love that point. I was thinking about this. To me, for a cute little Halloween display that also says I'm into the Lego, I like having a couple of these. When we have those two now, like on a shelf somewhere in the living room. I think like if you're into hardcore ass storage in these and making them like super functional, agree. The big bucket's the better way to go. But my question to you is like, I don't know, man, when Halloween's over, I don't want to see orange pumpkin head for my pieces later. Like a kid might, you know what I mean? But for that point, if I was gonna get a big one, which we already have, I just get the yellow minifigure head. I like to keep my holidays out of my regular life. 2014 Niners. Oh, I thought they were like ripping them. Did Rams catch up or something? Is that what happened? I have 4 of them, the big ones. Yeah. It's a rad Halloween shelf deco. Absolutely. I think it is. I think it's they're fine for that. And especially it was either $5.99 or $6.99, like grabbing 2 of them. Yeah, like for $7 or whatever on these, you grab the whole set for less than 30 and and they stack, obviously. For those of you that were unaware, they'll stack. It's cool. And if we had all the other ones, you can mix them up a little bit. Like my kids already mixed up the colors. Whatever. It's a cool little throw in. Let's see. Halloween tote. No thanks. What do we got here? And there's a Voldemort plush if you really need something like that. All right, we can get into the fun stuff though. Wanting you guys to throw out ideas. I want to hear about your all-time favorite Halloween sets. What are some of the ones that you've missed that you guys would like to? Not brick world, brick set. What is something that you guys would like to get that you may have missed? And then we can also check, prices on it too, which is always a good time. Pumpkin GWP from my, yeah, it's worth mentioning. Is it gone already? I should have pulled up, guys. I apologize. And it was on the thumbnail, but I think the little light up boy this year is pretty heat. And I got that, with the purchase the other night. So if you guys want to call out some set numbers though, what I love about this is we kind of bring a couple things to you guys bring it right back. What would you guys like to take a look at? The Hocus Pocus house. I don't know if you're behind, Mateo, but we just did an absurdly long time on the Hocus Pocus house. Unless you're trolling a little bit. Horror Studios. All right, we're gonna go with Lake. This is something Lake actually likes, so let's all right, let's take a look. Is this the entire set? No, wait, this is Marvel. What are we doing? Hold on. All right, I need set numbers, dude. Like, what is this? Like, this looks familiar. Thank you. 1382. It's all good. You just joined. It's all good. We took a look at the Sandersons. The take was it's pretty good. It's just there's a lot of competition out there. And I think for people who just kind of want like a little Halloween set, you start getting to 229. It's like that's a much more serious decision than a little $30-$40 boy. All right, Scary Laboratory. What do you like about it, like, besides nostalgia? I mean, the figures are cool. It just looks like, again, for me, especially the more into this I get, I appreciate that it's awesome. I get that it's retro. I get that there's some really cool shit going on, and I'm not disrespecting it at all. I'm just saying for like a displayable sort of Halloween thing with a presence, the figures are heaters, it looks like. But is there a light brick going on there? All right. Oh, the more I look at it. All right, I can see the appeal. What do you like about it? Prelim to Monster Fighters. Okay, you gotta set the table. 94.67. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, for sure. The Ghost Train. Classic. I mean, we might as well just go right into Monster Fighters. Let's see if we can get in here. Let's just peel the Band-Aid and get it going. Because I'll be honest with you, I have looked at it mainly for, because everybody talks about the house, but I haven't taken an ultra deep dive, and I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to figure out how to center this. Oh, there you go. Okay. Swamp Creature. Yeah. That's a heater. I mean, what else do you want? Look at that. That's awesome. Now, are these, they're not, this isn't a licensed thing, right? This is like their take on the creature from the Black Lagoon, I'm assuming. Jean has her hand up. Jean, like, Sean the wrong way. What? You don't like this set? I think it's fine. What was it? Okay, well, what was it? Like $6 back in 2012? I like Black Lagoon. Yeah. I've always wanted the Monster Hunter sets. Yeah, Jake, right? Jake, and you'll get them. You just go out there and bark, and you'll get them, man. Swamp Guy is cool. Brent said he's selling his whole collection on his story, so I ran here to see what's up. Oh, that's news to me. I knew he was selling some stuff. 75902. All right, are we going to get out of Monster Fighters here, or like what's happening? I'm kind of enjoying the ride. The Mummy, again, like I'm not going to look it up, but what was the retail on this? Like it's a little whatever, it's least favorite heater. I mean, look at this thing, it's insane. The vampire hearse. I wish there was multiple picks of this stuff, but it's all right. We're kind of doing a breeze through the zombies. It's interesting, when I look at some of this older stuff, it was like you have to have some, because now it's like the default sort of thing now is mechs, right? But it just more and more I look at this stuff. Back in the day, it's like must have a vehicle and some sort of small building and some figures, and that constitutes a set back in the day a lot more. So it's like, well, we want to get a little more money for this one, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a 2-part building. Scientist and his monster. This looks really cool. Like this I could definitely see as a kid getting into. That's a heater. And by the way, guys, are these all, is it just the, I assume there's ghost training, and I assume all these are like stupid expensive. Is that fair to say? Like we already know this one is, I mean, obviously we already know the legendary ones, but where's the castle? Give it to me. Where's my vampire castle? Loading. All right. It's okay. Haunted house. Yeah. I mean, obviously, again, this new one is the poor man's haunted house. And again, is it iconic as this? No. Is it as good as this? No. Can I get more pictures? Hopefully, yes. I'm not on here very much. Here we go. Yeah, that's a murderer's row of figs right there. Some definite heat there. There's the main shot there. I mean, yeah, what more needs to be said about this one? Clear heater. What are we going for? New 429. Okay. Well, I mean, United States. Okay. So 550, probably 600. These things are way off. 400 used. I'm surprised it didn't take a little bit of a hit. With everything new that's coming out. Let's get some other numbers in here. I'm sorry, guys. 10273. But Monster Fighters, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. But you can definitely see why the heaters are the heaters. You can actually do something with them and display them. The other ones are great play sets with some cool figs. 273. Oh yeah, yeah. This is like a more modern classic. I love this set. I regret not getting it. It was always on the list. It was one of those things where, again, it was just so much competition out there. There was so many things going on back then, competing for the Lego dollar, and it just fell by the wayside. Now, fortunately, this is a Marketplace Mom special. This thing comes up a lot, and I will say I've seen it. The retail was $3. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing it $2 to $250 on the regular, $250 sealed. And again, I'm just like, but what am I going to do? Like, I don't want to store this all year for Halloween, But I think if you have a city with an amusement park and all that, because don't forget, this is, and it sucks that they ended the line there. This was, I guess there was another roller coaster after this, but it was part of what was it called? The amusement park line. I forget what the official title was. Oh yeah, there's that girl with that haircut. I remember this picture. But there's actually a working elevator in there. So if any of you guys are new, I don't know, like it's cool, and you could power it up too. That's kind of it. It's like a recent nostalgia set for me. 75 on yeah, this is a Facebook delight, guys. This is like the big push, like when everybody got into Lego for like 15 minutes in 21 and 22, and they're like, I'm out. So yeah, it's great for a city. It's a drop ride. Yeah, it's kind of like Tower of Terror, that kind of deal. Girl's haircut, catching strays. I don't like the haircut. I'm not a fan of that haircut. Sorry. Leave it out all year. That's what I do. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. But right now, I'm already hitting a space concern. All these small boy sets are probably going to have to go somewhere because I'm ready to start getting girthy in here, and I need the space, man. What you guys can't see is this shelf goes the length of the wall, and it's like, I want to just start putting some of that stuff up. So we'll see. Leave it out all year. Moon shoes. Sound? Is there a sound brick? Is that what you're asking? I don't think so. What up, Scene? Have we had another big fairground ride recently? No, I think the loop coaster, unless I'm mistaken, I think the loop coaster was probably after this, and that was probably the last one. Because we had what do we have? We had like the mixer. This is the ones that I think were part of that official thing. We had the mixer, the merry-go-round, merry-go-round, the Ferris wheel, which I have over there. It's one of my favorite sets of all time. The big ass Ferris wheel. I just think it has such a really good presence. And then was it the coasters after that, or am I missing one? We had the coaster, we had this, and then we had the OG coaster, the red one, this one, and then the loop coaster. Let me know if that sounds about right. The tower is literally a base plate size. I hope you're good too, Rich, man. Hope everything's good with you, bro. Always love to say hi when you're in. YOLO, we need a giant swing like that at the one at California Disneyland. Dude, don't even get me started. You want to talk ultimate spooky sets, man. The fact that we don't have a haunted mansion, it just drives me. Finally, somebody comes and bails me out. Welcome, Tyler, to the stream.
What's up?
Tyler, do you just want to see if I could do an hour by myself? I did it, man. I did it now.
Well, I'll say this much. I planned on joining 30 minutes ago, but somehow it took me twice as long to eat my dinner. So that's my bad.
Well, dude, you're very topical, by the way, because you've got Scooby-Doo right over your shoulder, man. We should probably pay some respects to Scoob, right? For spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, Tyler, where you obviously Scoob seems like your number one, but like anything you've seen us kind of roll through this earlier in the broadcast that you're like a fan of, or like were you a Monster Fighter guy at the time, or?
Yeah, so I had the two smallest Monster Fighters back in the day, and sadly, if USPS did not screw around, this would have arrived today.
Oh, damn!
Got a little dealio on eBay.
New boy,
it's for my dad. I mean, I got it for my dad.
It's the train. It's the vampire train.
Yeah,
Ghost
the
train. Ghost train.
PYRE or whatever.
Yeah. The monster. Yeah. Whoa, look at that showing the hand.
I know. I just realized I'm like, why the fuck? Like, am I so dark? And then I'm like, wow.
No, hats make a diff. If it's over your head, it's not gonna. If the lights.
I'm not a backwards hat guy, do I?
Yeah, I'll do it with you. Let me do it back. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll roll it. Yeah. No, dude. Do you think that haunted house we're just showing is a bit of a sleeper, though? I mean, it was like, to me, it was like the final straw.
The last 15 minutes, I have not watched the show.
Okay, what do you think of this haunted house? This is the one that just retired, the Fairgrounds series one, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's just like the Lion Knight's Castle. It's like
massive.
You know what I mean? Like, it's cool, but is it as cool as it once was?
Well, you being the guy make Lego Star Wars big again. This will not happen anymore. You're not going to get something like this anymore. This thing was massive. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was, dude, and it was $250 for all of this. It was like bigger than a modular. What was it? 33,000 pieces. What was it again? It's a lot. That was the thing. I was like, man, like, that's awesome. Anyway, what was it? Yeah, 3,200, man. So, all right. Do you want to check out Scoob, or where do you want to go with this thing? I mean, you could just show the boxes. I don't want you to dirty your precious collection, though. So,
there are.
I don't want you to spoil them, but
yeah, they're enough in frame. I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't think I have anything else. You guys already brought up the last year pumpkin GWP. I mean, that thing, I loved that.
What was can we get a set number on that? I do remember being
Well,
bummed.
I got it right here if you just want me to grab it.
Yeah, it was in that window where I just again, this is always a weird time because October 1st is like it's definitely Halloween season and then it's UCS season.
Well,
But
I mean, both these are. I mean, I like the pumpkin more, obviously, but even the witch is kind of heat.
no, they're both very good. But to me, you know, the pumpkin's like one of those sort of all-time classics.
Yeah, I'm excited to keep the ghost that I get. You know,
Now I don't know if you can turn a G-dub that fast, Tyler. I'm assuming you can. Like a G-dub doesn't take 2 years or whatever it is to make a set, but they saw how well this lit it up last year, and I think that's why they went.
Oh yeah. No,
right?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, this year's was like an immediate reaction to last year's for sure. So, let's see.
The more I look at this space behind me,
it's gonna pull it.
Well, it's gonna sadly block the bag, but imagine the Death Star.
No, it has to, dude. Yes, the bag is not the coolest thing you can put there. All due respect.
Yeah, the Death Star in the center here or something.
Little Falk. I mean, to me, that's calling for a Deathy or a Falk, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Which, speaking of the Death Star,
bag is dumb. Ooh, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like?
Feels smooth. Heavy ass box though, man. I guess I like.
You know, were you scared in shipping or what?
What was that?
Did you come out unscathed on shipping? Got any denty boys, or is it pretty crispy?
A little corner damage, but I mean, well, no, it's just like I was expecting like Venator Falcon-esque weight just due to like same size box, but I guess I forgot this has like an extra 3,000 pieces. I mean, it's not like not carryable, but like it is one of those things where it's like, damn, like I try to. Like when I pulled it out of the box, I'm like, shit, dude. I mean, it's a heavy box.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine walking out of the mall with it.
I think you do get that glorious like jumbo bag with it though. You know?
Yeah, but it's still just the technical, like, I mean, imagine like
a long walk.
Yeah. And like, I mean, for anyone, but imagine, I don't know, like, you know, someone like a kid sub 18 or something, like trying to carry a 60-pound box for friggin', you know,
Fabu's not liking the fact that it does appear that the bag is a little off center. Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Oh, all right. Well, what was originally
it's off center in the frame and to the left of the display too. Yeah.
So I still the other thing must have been off center too. But what was originally there was that picture of my car. But then when I did the remodel, I put the bag there. So the car picture is bigger. So I don't know if that would make a difference, but. Yeah, it is off center.
The bag and Arabic. What those are like a lot now, right? Are they like a couple $100?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's like, you know, eBay sale would kind of, you know, be like 40, 50, but then there's others for 100, 120. I mean,
I got you. Okay. I saw it for like I think dumb money this year. This was the second Brick World it was at, right? Yeah, I think so. Jedi bricks and games. I got my Death Star from the store. The first was heavy and almost didn't fit the bag. Yeah. I want to go back. Yeah, but Dabba do 775 904. Let me see. 75904. Tyler, have you seen Gremlins, by the way?
I've never seen the movie, but I do like Gizmo.
Okay, so will you do me the honor, dude? I'll even take one of your dumb shit recommendations. I will watch one of your movies. We'll do a 1 for 1, dude. Come on.
Well, I mean,
give me some horrible movie and I'll go watch it. And in exchange, I'm gonna change your life with one of the greatest movies of all time.
I mean, I'll say this much: the last movie I watched like 5 days ago was the Chris Pratt movie, The Tomorrow War, from 2021 or 2. It's on Amazon.
Never saw it. Is it
fantastic movie? Who has seen the Tomorrow War in the chat? Someone has to. But watch. Everyone in the chat is like, "Oh, that's a shitty movie, Tyler." No, it's not.
Okay, so if you, in exchange, I will do that. Okay, I will do that in exchange for Gremlins if that's the one you want me to watch.
Look, I'll say this much. I mean, I had a feeling that
you at least know Gremlins is legendary. Like, what's something that's like legendary now that I haven't seen? I don't know.
Well, we don't even got to do a trade-off because I mean, in October, I mean, I'm probably going to do a couple spooky movies.
So it is a little bit of a Christmas slant, but I also don't think you should watch it during Christmas. I mean, it takes place over Christmas, but it's half scary, half comedy, but it's not like jokes comedy. It's just like dude, honestly, it's shocking you haven't seen it given your love for like animals and little creatures and stuff. These things are insane, and it's all practical, no CGI, just puppets going wild and tearing shit up, dude. You've got to see this.
Only thing I know about it is
during
the
it.
Lego set.
Squadron. Good God. Gremlins is better. Amazon original movie. I'm out. Back to the Future. Did you like Back to the Future? You probably haven't even seen that either.
I've never seen it, no.
Good Lord. All right.
I've never seen any of the well, I take that back. I vividly remember one Ghostbusters like on the TV in the living room like 15 years ago, but like, I don't remember anything about it. Other than that, I've never seen even a Ghostbuster.
Oh man. All right.
I've never seen any of the
It's a bummer because like all the horror movies now are just like mostly reboots, you know.
Hey, The Purge. The Purge is my favorite Halloween movie, series. The Purge is my Scream.
Your Scream? Yeah. All right. Tyler, what do you like about this set? I mean, definitely fits the bill. You could do definite Halloween vibes with this.
So I will say this much. I mean, none of these sets besides the Mystery Machine like truly do anything for me in the sense of they're not from the Scooby-Doo show. That's my favorite. Like, I think these are from, I mean, these are either the OG Scooby-Doo or, I mean, technically, maybe someone in the chat might know. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean,
you haven't seen Pirates yet either?
No, I've never seen that either. No.
Oh my God.
Okay. Dude, Flintstone is calling me out.
Okay, so
I'm it's either basketball shorts or sweatpants. Only two things on the bottom half of me.
All right, let me go Scoobs. Yeah, I mean, what I like about Mystery Machine is, like that's for everybody. It's easily the most recognizable. Like, I don't even remember a Mystery Man. You guys got to remember.
I think these are totally made up. I was gonna say I thought they were from one of the. They're totally made up. I think
this feels OG. I think this is Golden Era. I'm gonna argue that maybe even this and the Mystery Mansion, but I definitely, first of all, that fig. I definitely remember. Again, we just saw a Creature from the Black Lagoon in another set, and I definitely, they definitely like heavily borrowed from that to make this. I want to say this was based on a real episode back in the day. I could be completely wrong though. And if it's not, it kind of fits in with some shit they would do. You know what I mean? They're always just like, something's going on at the lighthouse.
Well, so you're telling me back in 1968, they had an animated episode of Shaggy and Scooby on a biplane?
Did it come out?
That's what it makes me think, like, what in the hell?
When did Scooby-Doo come out? I mean, I didn't see it till like.
I mean, that was when What's New, or not What's New.
No, 69. Yeah, so it was definitely not around then. I saw it like mid-late 80s. So, dude, back then people made stuff with like staying power, man, and it would go in syndication, and that's what you watched. Damn, I didn't realize those OG episodes are that old. Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. I didn't get into it until What's New Scooby-Doo in 2002.
Episode. Lighthouse. Let's see.
Cody, you know damn well.
Dude, oh my God, it is. It's completely there. They are. Season 3, episode 1. Oh, that's What's New Scooby-Doo, actually, Tyler.
Yeah, but it's not this, because I mean
the guy's in it.
It's not. I mean, it's totally different. If it was, I mean, believe it, Sean. I mean, it's not a What's New. None of these are What's New based. None of the villains are. The outfits are not even What's New based. Like,
I don't know, man. It looks like it's all tied into What's New Scooby-Doo. Is it exactly 1-to-1? No.
It's like 99 to 1. There's 1% right, 99% not.
Lighthouse.
If it's What's New, I would love these 10 times more.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Hey, Flintstone is speaking the truth.
Let me see. Hold on a damn minute here. This is what I remember, though. I don't know if
that's not What's New, though.
No, it's not. No, I was wrong. But this,
yeah, look, I mean, maybe then that could be it.
This is like an OG episode.
But where's Scrappy then? How come Scrappy ain't in the set?
There he is, right there. Oh, I don't know. Budget, man, budget. Yeah, but even this guy, so he was like a Force ghosty looking guy. But at least I don't feel, a little bit crazy. So I knew it was referencing something. So there you go.
I remember on DVD, my mom used to always rent me out the from Family Video a pup named Scooby Doo. I remember those. I loved that.
What I love though is you got the chewed up and spit out version of Scooby Doo. Like they obviously did a Lighthouse, and they did a What's New Lighthouse.
But What's New is objectively better.
It's not. It's all ripped from the source material, which was the OG Scooby Doo.
Yeah, look, and OG Scooby Doo is cool, but it's like I'm not even saying this is. I literally, my dad was flipping through channels like maybe a month ago, and I was standing in the kitchen as he was doing it, and in a Scooby episode, not the original, but the second iteration where it's just called the Scooby Doo Show from like the 70s. It came on, and I'm like, oh shit! Like, how about it just started. I'm like, yo, leave this on, and I'll sit here for 20 minutes. Let's watch it, like just for old time's sake or whatever. And I got to be frank. I mean, that shit is dated as hell. I mean, it's like, there was some witch in the, it's just everything about it. Like, it's way more cringy than I remember. But What's New Scooby Doo isn't cringy. I'm a 2000 guy.
This is a broad ass question, but like, what actually came out now that has the staying power of some of these like 70s, 80s, 90s things? Like I'm hoping for you, like Walking Dead, carries on for 40 years, like some of this other stuff.
I mean, Walking Dead is gonna be my number one show until I'm 99.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, like, I'm trying to think of like what has like busted through to the relevance levels of like Star Wars and Back to the Future, like these real heavy ass hitter movies,
like modern movies
that has the potential to have like staying power.
The Avatar movies, right?
No, no, dude, the Avatar thing is the weirdest thing ever. We've talked about it.
Do you think the new one's getting $2 billion or what?
Probably. I hope not, because it's like, no, why would I root against it? I hope it does, because it keeps this narrative of like people go watch Avatar, and like the second their ass leaves the seat, out of their mind, it's gone.
Is it true that the two Avatar movies alone have made more in the box office than all the Star Wars movies?
Probably. I mean, we can pull it up, but I know they're 1 and 2, or they're both top 5 or something like that. It's crazy. And I guess, I mean, it has the most international appeal, right? I guess maybe that's what's going on. And the CG is great, but even with that, dude, to me, that is the strangest case of lack of, and maybe it's not for lack of trying, but the merchandising of the Avatar franchise. Shout out to Lego. In fact, those sets are heaters, and I hope a lot of them were a little samey, right? But some of them were heaters. I hope those like skyrocket so Avatar has some sort of collectible day in the sun. It's just, is it the character design title? Like, you don't want to wear this like blue fish on your shirt out in public? Because people will wear like a Vader head, but they're not going to wear one of these dudes. Like, it blows my mind that it's the biggest couple of films. I'll look it up again, but I think it's somebody. If I can do it.
Well, yeah,
two of the top 5 films.
I think second Avatar is like number 4
that are colorful, objectively for kids and adults, right? I mean, you could take I've shown my kids those. There's nothing too crazy, a little bit of violence and whatever, but like not hardcore. Avatar, man. I just think it comes down to like character design, I guess. Just because they're weird looking. I can't think of.
I think Jake Sully looks like a badass.
Even Independence Day was one of the biggest movies of all time. Yeah, they didn't really merchandise that. That's a good point. That's a good point. So anyway, I just love talking about Avatar. I'm ready to see it again, man. Like, it's just wild. I guess we're not getting anything for this new Tron, which is a little disappointing. We would have known about that by now. I love the OG one, the one set we got of Tron. Disney under wraps is fire. What is that? What is that? People don't want to join the Blue Man Group on stilts. Avatar did bring back the long legs. Hard to portray underwater scenes. Yes, Brick Jedi, totally get you, and that applies to Lego. What I'm asking is why I've never seen one human being with an Avatar shirt on. Like, it's wild to me. Because Independence Day, like, what do you do with that, Tyler? Have you seen Independence Day?
Yeah, I just said I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So how do you merchandise that? You get like a little Will Smith, you get like a little
I've got the Funko Pops from it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I would assume they make Avatar Funkos, do they not? I mean, I honestly, I've never seen if they have or not. I would assume Avatar has Funko Pops, though, right?
Yeah. Let me see. Where is this? Let's see. The first rule of Avatar, even bigger. All right, Tyler, merchandise aside, have you ever like had a conversation with anybody about Avatar after seeing it? You ever run into somebody and you're like, that Avatar, man, what a tar, you know? Like,
no, I mean,
I hope it comes across that, like, when I see them and I'm in the moment and I watch it and I like it and all that. What is it about it though that makes it leave your mind?
Well, see, this is how I feel. I feel like Stranger Things is the most culturally relevant TV show of all time. Just like Avatar is like the most like culturally like for both of them. Like Stranger Things also, like no one talks about that shit in between seasons, like up until the hype for the next one. I feel like both those have long breaks in between, but they cement themselves as number ones on the small screen and the big screen when they come out. That's what I attribute those to. That's how I pair them up. Stranger Things and Avatar.
Oh no. Stranger Things is much more culturally relevant than Avatar, dude.
When in the off seasons? I don't think so.
Oh, 100%.
I think you can really scale it maybe a little bit, but I think
like, Tyler, real quick before I leave the thought. Sorry, Avatar. Okay, top. It's only showing top 4 on this. I don't think we need to go any higher. Number 4 of all time, Titanic, 2.26 billion. Number 3, Avatar, Way of Water, 2.32 billion. Number 2, Avengers Endgame, 2.79 billion. And number 1, Avatar 1, 2.92 billion. Damn. So by my calculations, well, you can't do that because Marvel has 1,000 movies. I was going to say it's the biggest franchise. That's crazy, dude. But for a 2-movie franchise, it's the biggest for fucking sure.
Yeah, imagine 7 of them with $2 billion.
All right, so Tyler, anyways, your take on Avatar, let me get back to this. The merchandising for Stranger, you're not talking Lego, are you just talking like Normie World? Can you honestly tell me you haven't seen like more Stranger Things, like t-shirts and whatever? I know I keep going to the t-shirt thing, but to me, that's like the lowest hanging fruit when we're talking like, is this thing I'm talking about in the real world with real people at the mall or whatever. I've seen Stranger Things stuff. I've seen people wearing the shirts. I've seen the Funkos. I know what you're saying in off season, but I would say culturally relevant, dude, Stranger Things way bigger than Avatar. As far as
I think both. I mean, I think both of them have the in the moment number one thing to look at in the world. I think both of those have it. Like I just do. Like I don't think there's like, because again, Avatar. Sure, people don't talk about it afterwards, but in the moment, everyone goes to see it. Just like Stranger Things, everyone watches it.
Stranger Things, just 80s nostalgia corn. That's why it works so well. I really don't think it's super original when it's banking on 80s music, 80s brands, and 80s vibes. 100%. I mean, they suckered me in. For sure. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest on the broadcast. This is unbelievable. What the? That's a familiar sound. Who's on the line? I can't even tell. There's no name on the screen.
Captain Steve Trek reporting for duty. How's everyone doing?
Oh God, it's Steve Trek. Steve Trek, how are you? Did you have a nice Death Star launch yesterday, or?
I did. I unfortunately fell asleep, but it was quite a nice sleep. How was your guys' Death Star launch?
Well, Tyler's got a juicy Death Star sitting right in front of him. He's having a great time with it, enjoying himself. But I mean, dude, the coast is clear. Apparently, if I have a feeling what you're here to talk about, I mean, guess you're up next, buddy.
I mean, new Star Trek Enterprise coming out in 57 days.
57. Now, rumor has it you're going to begin your camp out, I think, 30 days prior. Is that true?
That is correct. I will be camping out at the local Lego store 30 days prior.
Oh, okay.
So,
what did you think of the Death Star? Are you a fan of it?
I am not a big fan. I think they could have done way better for $1,000, the first $1,000 set. I think
Do you think a Star Trek $1,000 set would outperform a Star Wars set?
For sure. And I think the $400 Enterprise set will outperform the Death Star.
Oh, okay. I don't know, guys. Is anybody in the Girth Gang looking forward to what is it called? The Enterprise.
The Enterprise.
The Enterprise.
USS Enterprise.
See, that's another thing where I have a blind spot. Tyler, you're not a Trek guy, right?
No, I've never seen it. No.
Nada. Nope. Says the Trekkie. Look at this. Bearded, stick around. Bearded's out of here. You're really upsetting a lot of people with this Star Trek talk, dude.
Guys, how can you not be Star Trek fans?
I don't know, man. These guys just aren't.
I mean, Star Trek is going to be 60 years old next year.
Steve Trek is Canadian, isn't he?
How did you know I was Canadian?
I don't know, man. Flintstone Lake says you are somehow. Enterprise
Fire says Enterprise Fire. I mean, there's one guy. I mean, put up a poll.
All right. Well, look. Speaking of polls, we do have a poll up. Let's see.
You do seen Gremlins? 106
Yes,
votes?
dude. I nailed it. Have you seen Gremlins? 66% yes, 34% no. See, there's a lot of people who lurk and don't talk.
I mean,
Dude,
who doesn't like Gremlins?
There's people out there, if you can believe this. Steve Trek is a slightly older fella, older than a lot of folks watching this thing. There's so many people who haven't seen it. I'm just like, I'm shocked by it because we're all into kind of the same stuff, and that fits right in that wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Even a Star Trek and a Star Wars fan could certainly agree that Gremlins is a fantastic film.
Are you old enough that you saw it in theaters?
I was, yeah, I guess I did. What was it, 84?
I think so, something like that.
Because I saw Jedi, and that was what, 83, right? So yeah, I think I could have done it. Pretty sure I did. I think it was a dad special. Sounds like the lurkers are minimum 40 plus. Dude, you don't have to be 40 plus. I think it is odd, though, that there's this thing that's happening where people will not watch movies that are like 20, 30, 40 years old. It's crazy to me. Like, it was good enough back then.
I mean, would you be pro remake?
No. I mean,
what did you think of Gremlins 2?
I thought it was awesome. It was insane. I think Gremlins 2 is like one of the craziest movies I've ever seen.
I mean, it definitely took Gremlins and turned it up to 11. It was pretty awesome.
No, it was. Dude, we're getting along too much, man. What's going on with Star Trek?
Star Trek rules. We got 57 days. Do we want to give some specs now that they're out? I mean, it's going to be a 3,600 piece set, $400 in the US.
Sellout predictions?
I think it'll sell out.
Really?
I mean, okay, so look at it like I think be realistic, okay? Obviously, a $400 set theoretically should sell better than a $1,000 set. I realize it's the Death Star.
It's not Star Wars.
It isn't, but Star Trek has just as big a fandom almost as Star Wars.
I don't know, man. It's still debatable. I'm not sure. Star Trek 2 at the drive-in is his first movie. I mean, listen, I got to tell you, if we put out a poll, I don't know, man.
Put a poll up. Star Trek or Star Wars, and just see what happens. I mean, obviously, it's going to be kind of skewed because your fan base is a lot Star Wars. But I mean, I bet Star Trek still comes in your fan base 25%.
I don't know, man. Star Wars is like globally famous. Well, so is Star Trek. In fairness, it's very big. I just don't think it's at the level of Star Wars.
I mean, I will give you it's probably not as big fandom wise, but like, I said this in the first show that I was on. I mean, the Star Trek universe is so ginormous. Like, I mean, how many times can they put out a Millennium Falcon or an X-Wing or a TIE fighter or whatever? I
Well, that's
mean,
kind of the point. That's why I'm saying it has such staying power. They can do those things. I don't know how they're going to do this with Star Trek.
but the thing is there's hundreds of ships, if not thousands of ships in Star Trek they could do if they really wanted to do it.
Yeah, but there is in Star Wars too, and I think they just play the hits. You know, I don't know, man. I think this is an eternal battle that you're just gonna have to like deal with. It's just not top dog when it comes to movies that start with the word star.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Okay, there hasn't been a new Star Trek movie in like a decade now or more, maybe even 15 years. And the
Oh, boy.
last one wasn't great.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's nothing. I mean, it's still a giant franchise.
All right. Nasenheimer's got a good take here. He always does. Both are huge, but Star Wars has a lot more normie fans. I think people are less embarrassed to watch Star Wars. What do you think about that?
I will agree with that. I mean, lightsabers are cool. I mean, if Star Trek had lightsabers, I think lightsabers does a lot. But I mean, I will say that
I don't know,
it is way. People that are Star Trek fans are definitely considered geeky or nerdy. Where
by the way,
I think
I don't even
Star
want to.
Wars fans are more normalized.
Okay, so in this poll, by the way, guys, I just want to like it doesn't mean Star Wars versus Star Trek. We're not doing that in this poll. Like, are you a Star Trek fan? Like, you don't have to put down or prop up Star Wars to do this. Are you a Star Trek fan? And right now, because if we did Star Wars versus Star Trek, you wouldn't want to see that bloodbath, I don't think. But
all right, I appreciate you sparing my feelings, but like I said 25%, and we're at 36.
We're at 36.
I mean, the other thing too is honestly, you can like both. I do.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just last time you came in, you were like really like vicious towards Star Wars. You know what I mean?
I know. Like, I mean, honestly, I probably had a chip on my shoulder, and I was just trying to get people going. I mean,
yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
I was
well. Well, look, dude, I think it would be good. We could get you, hopefully, if your schedule permits and you stop streaming, every single season of Star Trek through all its iterations front to back. When we get this revealed, I'd love to hear your thoughts and like have you like talk through it. And
I mean, I'm buying. Look,
I'm down to make a Star Trek night and get 4 views just because I think it would be funny.
You want to? It's coming out Black Friday. I don't know if I could. Like, I was gonna say we could just do a live thing, but
no, I mean, whatever. We'll figure it out. We could do a very special edition Steve Trek for again. There's 40% of the people that vibe with it, and I'm sure a couple of people would sit through a segment on it as they're doing tonight. But we'll give it a look.
I mean, here's a very good point. Okay, so Star Wars has lightsabers, which are obviously cool, but a lot of the concepts that became modern day technology came from Star Trek. Like the flip phone, a lot of people credit the communicator from Star Trek being the basis for that, or even potentially the iPad, because they have little pad devices on Star Trek.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like them both. I was a Star Trek fan before I was a Star Wars fan because I was able to see it when I was a kid, and I didn't really watch Star Wars when I was younger. But I mean, I like them both. What did Janet say? I like Star Trek, but don't love it. Would consider myself a casual fan, but will definitely be getting it day one because of the epic shuttle giveaway. Yeah. So, like I said, I like them both. I'm definitely down to come back. I'm sorry I missed the last couple shows because I was busy. Or like last night, I fell asleep again.
It's all right. I mean, we were just, I was really wanting you to get really knives out with the Death Star, but yeah.
I mean, what's everybody's overall? I mean, I know a lot of people bought the Death Star, but what's everybody's overall take on the Death Star? Do they like it? Do they hate it?
It's interesting. I want to say, I don't know, boys. What would you guys say? I don't want to run another poll on it, but like. I think we did one the other night. Well, I was actually asking if people were getting it. And I think it was It's like a 50-50 thing. But what's weird is it's a little bit skewed, I think, because of how expensive it is. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like it's
I mean, a
hard to
lot of people, it's out of their price range,
that's
right?
what I mean. So like that's you're getting a lot more auto nose there, I think. So if you like framed it of like if money was no issue, or but even that, you can't even say that because there are some people who true blue don't like it. So I'm gonna say it's like a 50-50 kind of situation. And I do believe a lot of people bought it that don't even like it just off the hype of it, you know?
I mean, here's potentially a hot take. If the Enterprise was $1,000, I think I would love it, but I'm not 100% sure I would buy it.
Right, because that's crazy.
Right.
It's a crazy amount of money, and I think there's only one thing that can demand it, and that's why they took the shot. You know what I mean?
I mean, you think this is going to be Lego's only ever $1,000 set? You don't think there's going to be more
No,
$1,000
God, no. There's
sets?
gonna be tons more. They'll probably be from Star Wars, though.
Oh, well, that's what if I said Star Trek, I keep getting the two confused. But I mean, at some point, I mean, don't you think there'll be $1,000 Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, I think they might even go bigger. I could see him doing like a $1,200 Falcon and just blowing everyone's mind.
You know what would be totally epic is $1,000. This is so overdone to a certain point, but $1,000 Hoth scene.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd take it. I mean, I'd want to see it, but yeah, it's just how do you do it? I guess you'd have to put it in like a ice built diorama. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, it'd have to be ginormous, and I mean, like that Master Builder's Hoth was sucky,
Right,
but you know, if
but
they
take
built it
that,
right,
improve it,
it
and then
came with an
surround it.
AT-AT.
Yeah,
Had
right.
all the cool stuff, good figures. I mean, anything's good. I mean, potentially worth $1,000 if it's good enough.
No, for sure.
But
I'd look at that. I think I mean, you see a lot of mocks and stuff at Brick World. I think you take you know, ice, and then you have like the cave off to the side. You know, I can see it in the base with nice ice built around it and all that. And yeah, and then you got some walkers going on, or at least a walker, and then have one on shelves, obviously, if you want to add another one. Yeah.
oh, that would even be better. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying they'd buy the Hoth over the Slice any day of the week. There you go. Maybe even sight unseen.
I don't think the Death Star was a good choice for the first $1,000 set. Like I think the Falcon would have done better.
Yeah, but you know what?
Or something else.
I don't know, man, because I thought a lot about that. It's like, okay, even if you took the Falcon, right, and you took it down like 2 years ago, like it'd still be too recent to put another one up. And a lot of those dudes who just
timing was obviously bad for that.
But and
I
then
will
the
agree with
people
that.
who dropped, even when it was, what was it originally, 7, 8? I forget the original.
No, it was 8 and then went to 850.
Okay, so if it was 8, and then like you're even 5 years removed, or even 3 years, 2 years, whatever removed from dropping that on that, like I don't know that people are going to come back to the box office on that one. You'll get some. Even
But on the flip side of that, the Death Star just got discontinued a year or two ago.
no, I want to say 2020, 21. When did that last Death Star retire? Does anybody know offhand? And look, all they're going to do is make it even. At least that's the thing about this being
Dude, a $1,000 freaking indoor build, that would even be better than a Hoth. I didn't even think about that.
What is it?
And it's due. That would be epic.
Oh, Endor, yeah, that would be probably even better. Yeah, because then you could do the bunker. You could get.
I mean, you could have a freaking
TSTs. You could get the whole Ewok situation going on. You've got
the UCS shuttle.
The shuttle you could do. Yeah.
You could do a landing platform. Oh, dude, that would. Oh my God, that's.
Hey, so it was end of 2020. So
the Death Star retired 5 years ago. I would not have guessed that. Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Man, it does not seem like that long ago. Okay, well then I guess that was enough space for the Death Star. But I mean, I think an indoor bunker, or not indoor, an indoor play set would have been way better. Or I mean, a play set's not the right word. Like I want like an adult diorama that looks like a play set, but you don't want to play with it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what they did with Death Star, but just laid out differently.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be the move for some of these things. I think Endor and Hoth are definitely on the ticket for something like that for sure.
Well, that's awesome.
All right, man. Well, look, thank you for stopping by. And again, when we get some real images and box art and all that stuff, we got to have you back on so you can really break this down because I don't know the first thing about Star Trek and I need an expert. You know what I mean?
All right, I will be back, but just to recap, 38% of us are Star Trek fans.
Is that is that the latest? All right.
That's the latest poll numbers.
All right.
But all right, Scotty, one to beam up.
Oh my god. Dude, I don't know, man. I've never felt more nerdy than talking Star Trek, and I was like talking badly about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Tyler went to do something. I'm not sure. He dropped off. He's really just he's not a huge Star Trek fan, but always good to hear from Steve Trek. I mean, he's so disgusted by this appearance. He's just like dropped off the earth. So, but yeah, boys, listen, we put out a 4-piece on Tuesday and I would love to do, another 4-piece tonight. But the reality is we're going to make this when we have 2 a week. I got to run it a little short. Got to get caught up on some sleep, but there it is. There's spooky sets. We got into some stuff tonight. Always good to have a piece or two of that in the collection. And I always look forward to seeing what they come out with for Christmas and all. We'll do a Christmas app as far as talking about what's out now, what's been out before. I can tell you one thing that's never coming home is that tree. It's funny. My mom, she gets served ads like everybody else, and she sent me the tree. She's like, "Is this something that you guys would I go, no, I do not want that. I do not want that $300 tree. Even if it was free, I do not want. I wouldn't let somebody pay for that." And it was like gifted by the Lego Ambassador Group, Lego Ambassador Network. Sure, but even then, man, where are you putting that thing? I know you get a storage box. Yeah, Steve was really chill tonight. He was really calm, So, all right, boys. Let me make sure we got through everything. Pockets Master. Let me celebrate giving ACOB 3588. Did I miss a super pockets? I apologize. I don't see it on here. Unless it's like something else you're talking about. And if you said it, I'm sure you did. I apologize if I missed something, but here's Droidica, and we'll send her home for the night. Yeah.
You can run, even really fast. It won't matter when I roll up on your ass. I am metal. I've got my blasters. I'm a badass roly-poly robot disaster. Droidica, Trade Federation pinball. Droidica, I make all the Jedi pay. Yeah, I keep rolling, bitch.
Boom. There it is, Droidica. Always gives you a little jump, you know what I mean? Shout out to Six Bricks. I know that's one of his favorites too. All right, boys. Again, apologies, a little bit of a short boy tonight, but longest solo run ever. You guys saw history. It was like $1.17 before Tyler came in and bailed me out. And then he bailed when Steve Trek came up and just derailed the whole program. But, it is what it is. Huge shout out to everybody for the overall hype on Death Star, whether you loved it or hated it. It was definitely an event. It's definitely something people will remember. And shout out to you guys who tune in each and every week. We'll be announcing next week's show very soon. And hey, Brent made a promise. We got to start doing some build streams. So we'll try something new. I always said we never would, but we owe it to Shy at the very least. And we'll see if we can make it somewhat entertaining. But appreciate all of you. See you right here next week. Yeah. Because we are a couple of brickheads. Thanks for riding with us, boys. Why don't we all get some rest tonight? Yeah, right. Peace.